It's going to take time for the riders to build up that confidence, build up that speed.
Good morning guys, Pitbikesonic here. It's race weekend, it is round 2, Fab Racing, Ellough Park, the big one, the home track, the one that I always like to do well at. So usual Fab weekend. I'm going to try and vlog as much as possible this weekend guys. I'm going to do a proper like weekend diary vlog, so I'll get Wendy on the camera as much as possible. So usual stuff, Friday practice today, bit boring. Weather looks like it's going to be really nice today, but Saturday and Sunday don't look good. It's forecast to rain at the moment. Hopefully that'll change, but yeah, we'll see how we go. So yeah, Friday practice day. We're going to do a few radical changes to the bike today. We're going to try some real different tyre pressure settings, see if that helps. We're going to copy what some of the kids in the Metro Kit class do, because they now run PMT SSs. So we're going to make some real tyre pressure changes. If they're any good, obviously I'll share it with you guys, and you guys can have a go at that as well. So yeah. We've also got a garage this weekend, so a massive thank you to my sponsor KHR Motorcycles for supplying me with a garage this weekend. It really helps not having to run a generator and put a gazebo up, so really look forward to being in a garage all weekend. So yeah, let's get this vlog started guys, speak to you later. What sliders you got there, Ken? Are they Pitbikesonic sliders?
Yeah.
Fucking go on! I want a 50-second lap! Come on! Ah! Right, so that's first session done. Pretty steady away with two seconds off PB, but not too bad. Track needs a bit of rubbering in. They have a lot of kart events here, so they leave a lot of kart rubber. It don't make the track the most grippiest. So yeah, we'll see how we go. We're now putting the bike on the dyno because we're kind of like, just to make sure the dyno's calibrated correct, so we do it at the start of every round just to be safe. So yeah, we'll see how we go on. Speak to you later guys. Lunchtime, Friday, we're fastest by an absolute mile, but none of that matters because
nobody else is here.
Because Lucas is not here yet, so we've got to wait for that tomorrow. But we are down to a 51.4 now, so 0.8.
And this is what's in second place.
Yeah, this fine specimen. So yeah, tomorrow we've just got to try and go with Lucas, but like I said, probably going to be very wet, but yeah, just got to get on with it, haven't we? But bike's running pretty mint. It went on the dyno, and obviously we calibrated it, as you saw, to the 14.26 whatever, well, between 14.2 and 14.6 it had, but the power curve was 100 times better. So that piston and barrel we've changed at Sean's a couple of weeks ago definitely works a lot better, because the power curve was 10 times better. So yeah, really happy with that. We're going to try and get these few temps off, and yeah, try and beat the PB today. It'd be really nice. So speak to you later guys. I'll have the onboards on and Wendy do a bit of filming out on track. Laters all. Wendy enjoying factory life.
Fucking loving this.
Just get me coming up. Or not. Right guys, so got one more session left today. It's gone alright, we've topped every session, but obviously we know Lucas is not here. It's going to pour down with rain, the weather's gradually, or the forecast for tomorrow is gradually getting worse. I still want to try and go quicker in the dry though. This may be the last session of the weekend to even try that, so I feel the bike's just not quite pulling out the tight corners on a 40, so we're going to go to a 41. Maybe that might help a little bit, but it might hinder us in others. But it's Friday practice, we've got nothing to lose, so let's give it a go. Sean's once again doing another engine swap, because he just enjoys doing that. He enjoys doing engine swaps probably more than he does actually riding, so yeah. Apart from that, it's been a lovely warm Friday practice day today, but it's going to be a fucking lake tomorrow, boys and gals. We're fucking, yeah, we're going to need a speedboat, but hey ho, we don't get many wet meetings, and we have got brand new wets, so no excuses. Let's get this 41 done.
Away from my chair. Wait.
Matter of big dry out quite quickly. Oh fuck! Ah! Oh! That do. Sorry, it just went big.
Right, is this on?
This is on.
Okay, just to confirm, Jay, genuinely, completely legitimately, no, like, the sort of thing we wish we had camera running at the time. We're not going to replicate it because that would be weird.
It's still going back!
But Jay just genuinely just said that, as in, and now he's adamant telling us all the burgers come from sheep.
What does a kebab come from? Everything.
They grow in fields, Jay.
What kebabs?
Yeah.
They're farmed by little Taiwanese people.
Every time this is like.
Is it done yet?
Well, just take a big bite out of it now, and then see.
Here's the definition of special.
Exactly. Here we have the special needs child trying to do the most remedial task.
Boolah!
Only just got first head on board. I don't know why you're laughing. The joke's on you. You fucking married him years ago.
No. What was I thinking?
You actually sleep with that.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
It's not pink in the middle anymore.
Maybe you should just take a bite. Where's the cheese, Jay?
Where does cheese come from?
Cheese comes from a penguin.
Oh look, it's the paddock police.
Now I've heard there's a phone party tomorrow night.
There is a phone party. Not here, not here.
Get in there.
Not here.
Yeah, because that would be against many paddock rules.
I wonder if there's any
I'm
sheep
coming.
at that phone party.
Oh, we're allowed a phone party.
How did you buy this then?
I didn't even have to prompt you.
It would be better moving to a generic set of wheels, if that makes sense. It's more common.
If you turn around and look outside.
I think I've got the monster ones on mine.
If you have, then that'll be a good start.
I think.
Because that's what I mean. These are basically the mobsters. There's three types of mobsters. There's the vortex.
2 years in a fucking row at Ellough, and we've
The
fucking
straight
got a
spoke
lake
ones,
of a track
which-
again. So,
So
time to get the bike set for the wet.
like Jay's ones.
I'll show you everything that we change, obviously, for the
But they're
wet
all- they've got
conditions,
the same
and I'll show you
faces,
everything on the
facing.
levers and helmet. and stuff like that I changed for the wet conditions as well. So
Yeah, just at any point.
we'll get this done now, first thing in the morning.
We're on the same session time meeting.
Yeah, it's going to be wet all day today, so I can't imagine these coming off. It might be drier later in the day, and we might have to put our slicks on, but it's definitely not going to be full slicks today. A massive thank you to Scott at the Waveney pub for sponsoring me these wets. They're definitely going to come in handy today, so massive thank you, Scott. Good morning, pit bike fans. Pitbikesonic here. Saturday, round 2 here at Ellough, Fab Racing. It's what we predicted. It is hammering it down. It's going to be this for the majority of the day. But I think you had already seen from this morning. The wets are on, ready to go. Bike's all been waterproofed up. So yeah, wet knee sliders are there. Clear visor is on, so all set to go. It ain't just wet today, it is like probably the wettest I've ever seen Ellough Park. It is, yeah, just fucking like out there. So yeah, we're going to have some fun. Lucas has arrived, so unlike yesterday where I topped every session, probably not going to have it all my own way today. If none of you know who Lucas Brown is, he's the current British Talent Cup Championship leader at BSB, so he's no slouch. But we'll go try our best, and hopefully we can keep up with him and give him a run for his money. I'll have the GoPro on, guys, so you can capture all the splashing that we're going to do. All the best. Speak to you later.
Straight away, it's going to take time for the riders to build up that confidence, build up that speed as Lucas Brown hits a puddle and goes down on the middle of the circuit. I said half a lap previously, maybe he was pushing a little bit too hard. That time wasn't pushing too hard.
So Jamie King, with a decent lap time already down in the books, can now spend the rest of this session refining his craft and finding that lap time.
Lucas Brown, meanwhile, he has now set a competitive lap, only half a second off of Jamie King, clocking in a 101.328. Again, we are expecting the laps to get faster and faster of the session as the confidence builds. Maybe dry lines start forming. Certainly a lot of the big puddles start to get displaced. And I'm sure all of the riders out in our first race after this will be watching the track vehemently, hoping and trying to see where people are making mistakes, where, you know, riders are pushing hard and not. As Jamie King getting the knee down, really committed through that back section, lots of undulation through there, a lot of fun in the dry, super slippy in the wet. And again, Ellough Park, it's one of those tracks where it's very, very slippy in the wet, due to all the kart rubber that gets put down here by, you know, not just kart racing, but punter karts going round as well, similar to Rower in an essence. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. King comes to line once again. Into the 59s he goes, at 59.788. Jamie King starting to push.
Right, guys, haven't spoke to you in a little while. We're second on the grid for the race. What we thought we would be behind Lucas, but we're a lot closer to him than I thought we were. Both sessions have been wet. Obviously, the second session was a hell of a lot wetter than the first, though. It was just wet, the first one. But the second one, the track was like just standing water all the way round. It might be like that for the race as well. We haven't got too long to the race and it hasn't stopped raining since, so it's going to be a proper wet race. We were a lot closer to Lucas in the second one when it was like proper wet, but he did have a massive crash. He hit a puddle or some standing water and it just chucked him off, so I'll put that in the vlog. But yeah, if we don't crash and we don't make mistakes, it's going to be a comfortable second, but I think we can go with Lucas. There is a potential of a win. It's really easy to make mistakes in this weather though, so yeah, we'll see how we go. Point surprises, as we say, but like I said, I want to get this Fab Racing win after about, what is it, 3 years, so yeah, we'll try our best, see how we get on, but it's going to be a soggy race. My feet are soaking wet. Speak to you later, guys.
In Fab, but also in the British Talent Cup.
But as we talk about Lucas Brown, the man who's supposed to be next to him, Jamie King, is not. Jamie King is not there. Very, very interesting. Where is Jamie King? Yeah, we're just wondering where Jamie King is. Oh well, it's the 07. Trying to get confused. Jamie King's out on circuit now, but I believe he's a lap down already. So this is basically a glorified test session. Lucas Brown, yeah, it's quite good, turns out. There, oh no! As I say that, high side commentator's curse strikes again.
Good morning, guys. Sunday. I didn't do any vlogging at the end of yesterday
Because he came 7. He came 7th out of 8 people. There was only 8 people on the grid and he came 7.
So just before the race was about to start, I noticed my carb was not sitting flush, shall we say, and I thought I'd just push it back in a bit and adjust it, and when I went to tighten it up, the Jubilee clip decided to snap.
And they went absolutely mental at everyone around him. Actual, like, hissy fit. Once again, the respected Jamie King, the face of pit bike racing, the inspiration to the new generation, was just throwing stuff in the garage. Wendy got hit in the face physically, she's bruised now, and he was just proper moaning about it. We were on the grid, no one on P2. He's just sat here crying.
So yeah, we managed to get a new Jubilee clip on just in time, thank you to Matt Linley, and we did get out, but we got out literally just as they were coming back round to complete their first lap, so we were well behind, and we gained 1 place. To rub salt into the wounds even more, the only person who I was really like battling with to hope to get the win was Lucas, and he crashed as well, so they haven't rubbed it in, saying it would have been a comfortable win if I actually...
Easy 15, maybe 20 second win.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have even had to try. I could have won, but I didn't even bother going out because I'm crap in the wet and just wasn't feeling it.
So yeah, I decided not to vlog after yesterday because I didn't want to say things that... Yeah, I let myself calm down a bit. To be honest with you, I was quite chilled with it. I was like, these things happen, and we're gonna win today. We're gonna do it today, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I reckon our first race, it might be the same conditions today. A really wet first race, and probably a damp second if the weather conditions are anything to go by. But yeah, Wendy will do some more filming today. The GoPro footage might be a bit shit this weekend, guys. For some reason, my GoPro is deciding to switch itself off the minute I go out onto track. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. I'll speak to you guys later. Here we have the helmet dryer / glove dryer, and today a boot dryer working overtime trying to dry the boots from those very lakey conditions, shall we say, yesterday, and it hasn't changed much today either. Perfect timing, Matt.
You nervous?
Extremely. Need to win. Need to win. Hello! They're coming in. Let's go.
Racing at its absolute best. King defensive into turn 2. Brown unable to make dividends on that occasion, but coming into turn number 3 and 4, this is where he made the move previously. This is where he's making the move again. King squeezes Brown through with half a lap left to run. Lucas Brown retakes the lead of the race. Can Jamie King respond as they head into the final section? It looks like it may be too far back at the moment. A small mistake there from King as well. Will it be last moment miracles for King, or can Lucas Brown hold on? Final few corners for the 7, and it is last chance saloon for Lucas Brown. Race 2 winner. Heartbreak for King, jubilation for Brown. He wins in the pit bike 140s. But my oh my oh my, what a race between the pair of them. You can see the devastation for Jamie King. You can see how hard Lucas Brown had to work for that one. But for lap after lap after lap, nothing to separate them, doing battle out on track, and it is one we will be showing and talking about for years. That is why we love what we do. That is why we come racing, for moments like those.
You made me laugh inside my helmet when you lost it on the last lap.
Right guys, so that was race 1 done.
Hi Josh.
Josh!
I'm not even going to bother.
Jay's viewers need some additional honesty. I often weigh in, honestly. Yeah, can you just give some sort of... Because Jay keeps filling people's heads with nonsense propaganda.
Jay has to get a ferry to the Isle of Man just for a trophy.
Can I carry on the vlog now? No, I'll put it all in. I'll put it all in. I'm genuine. Right, I'm going to do this really quickly before I get interrupted again. Race 1, we come second. We were leading on to the last lap, and Lucas did us on turn 3, and we lost the race, unfortunately. But it was a really good battle between me and Lucas. Yeah, gutted to lose it on the last lap. We're just not quite got the pace to get that win, but we've got one more to go. Let's try do it in the last one. It looks like it's just about going to hang out to be dry, so let's do this. So that engine down there, just to clarify, is the one you're selling me?
Yeah, because I probably might want a stator on it. It wouldn't hurt to give it a run one day. I've only done...
Because I might be putting that in for 3 Sisters, because this is still jumping.
Yeah, and that, I've only done a couple of minor sessions, but it had that kind of same kind of blip like his did on certain corners. Just like the way it just...
It's an absolute crash, but he wants to be able to chuck that move up the inside and at least say he's given it a go. Bit of traffic to contend with as well on this final lap. Who's going to be the one to come out on top? Lucas Brown, the next generation, or Jamie Keane, the esteemed champion? The traffic gets in the way. King goes to the inside, and I think that might well seal the deal as Lucas Brown is able to get the better run. Just a third of the lap left to go, but he's compromised. Here comes Jamie King potentially.
Jamie King had to back out though. Brown still compromised. It is going to be to the very end of the race. Jamie King, once he got in his locker, a good launch there from Lucas Brown. I think Brown, pending a mistake, may just hold on. It may be heartbreak once again for Jamie King, because Lucas Brown has stolen it at the death. checkered flag waves, Lucas Brown wins. Another incredible race in the pit bike 140s, but for Jamie King it comes to naught. That time shares a high five, a smile under the helmet. He seems a bit happier with that one. I think he knows he's been part of a great battle.
Yeah, Lucas, do it again. Show him against.
Oh wow!
Jamie King!
And that's done, everyone. Right guys, so that was the home round Ellough Park Fab vlog. Lot better today. Obviously we had the fucking carnage of yesterday of the carbs slipping off just before we were going out, and we only got a 7th place, which was probably the best opportunity to win because Lucas actually crashed in that race, so I was a bit gut with that. Lot better today. We had 2 dry races today, and even though we come second just in both, we had some great battles with Lucas. So close to winning. I feel like I'm a broken record because it's all a bloke keep going on about. It's so close to winning, but hey ho, had 2 really good battles. Losing to Lucas, you've got to remember, he's like, in his age group, he's one of the best in the country at the moment. So he's leading the British Talent Cup, so he's not a slouch. So lose to Lucas, it's not nothing to be embarrassed about. Hey ho. So 2 seconds down, we got second overall. If you think, well, I got 2 trophies, this is the one I forgot from Three Sisters. Because it was home round, a massive thank you to all my family that come: Nicola, John, Olivia, Cameron. Thank you to my dad for coming. My father-in-law, Carl, and Kurt as well. Thank you massively for coming to watch me today. It is really good when you get family to come watch you. And also we had some Patreons here today. We had Will here today and we had Scott. So we had 2 of my patrons, and Scott is also a massive sponsor as well. He sponsored me a set of wets, and they really came in handy this weekend. It was really nice to be back on some brand new wets. You can definitely feel the difference when you're on some new wets. So yeah, we've got a really short turnaround now because we are at Three Sisters in 2 weeks' time, and as you can see, the engine is out again, and it is back with Sean because we're still getting that 4th gear slip, but we're just going to put a whole new gearbox in it this time. We're not going to muck about. So yeah, massive thank you to everyone, especially my wife once again. Being a home round, she's been back and forward to home, and she's been doing all the filming again. So if everyone could say a massive thank you to Wendy, I really appreciate it. Massive thank you to all my patrons as usual, and all you guys that watch this video. If you haven't already subscribed, I really appreciate it if you could. So I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time at Three Sisters. Bye bye guys.